Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another segment of
All Things.
We only have a couple more times. That's
I know.
crazy.
Summer has gone way too fast.
Oh man, I feel like we
Way too
just got
fast.
done with 4K and now we're already like, hey, 4K is starting. Speaking of 4K, so usually my boys are like obsessed with like reptiles or
Ew.
yeah.
Not my favorite house to go into at the zoo.
No, there is one animal though that till this day will just creep me out and give me the creeps, and it is a snake, right? Like slithery, slimy. You pick something up in the yard and they can be there. Or,
Yeah, and then they come out real fast.
yeah,
And they kind of
like as a kid, I was like, cool, let's catch them and play with them. But now I'm like, if I see one, I literally scream like a girl and I
no, you are.
run as fast as possible away. But now you're telling me
Yeah.
that not only do I have to watch for snakes on the ground, but I also have to watch for snakes in the sky
Well,
because there's such a thing as called a flying snake.
Yes. So, like, we found out through some of the research with this book
Yeah.
is that it's not bad enough that there are snakes that just slither around
Yeah.
the grounds, but there are snakes that can fly.
So,
And they're not just like they don't have wings. I mean,
Right,
this is
yeah.
not a snake with wings, but this is a type of snake, and it's found in South and Southeast Asia. So if you need to like cross off a place that you no longer need to go,
Yep.
they kind of more like fall, but they have the ability to like control how they fall. So they look like a regular snake. There's nothing too different about that, but they kind of glide through the air. So what it'll do is it'll slither its way to the end of a branch, and then it kind of just like launches itself off the branch. But it can like twist its body and its head to control which direction it goes so that it can get to another tree branch. So
But
if
then
we
if
want to
it-
look at a good part of this, if there is any good part of this, they don't really come to the ground. They like to stay in the trees. They hunt their prey up in the trees.
Okay, but if they miss their destination and you're walking there, they're coming down on you.
Yeah, but they have the ability to like control their body enough that they prefer to stay up in the trees where their prey is, but that's what they're doing. They're looking for a place to land where they can latch onto their prey and attack it.
Definitely crossing off Southeast Asia. I don't even know.
I don't need to see it. I don't need to see flying snakes.
No.
But it is interesting.
Speaking of snakes, when you say snakes and you're referring to like the Bible and Sunday school and all that jazz, you most often associate the snake with that tricky snake at the Garden of Eden, right? Where Satan turned himself into a snake, appeared as a serpent, and convinced Eve and Adam to take a bite of the fruit that they were not supposed to. So you see, even though we're trying to avoid these flying snakes, we're also trying to avoid that sneaky snake.
Yeah, the devil's always looking for a place to land so that it can attack its prey. And unfortunately, that's us.
And fortunately, though, we have a way to fight against that snake, because guess what? Jesus already took care of Satan in his death and resurrection on the cross. So sin, death, and the power of the devil has been defeated. So even though Satan is trying his hardest to control and land on us and pounce on us as prey, we can say, not today, Satan. I have a much bigger God, and he already took care of you, and you're gone, because guess what? You cannot touch me.
Yep. Nope. So while I will stand firm in the fact that I have zero desire to go to Southeast Asia and witness the flying snakes, I also know that I can stand firm on the promises of God and defeat the slithery, sneaky, terrible snake that is the devil, so that he cannot have me as his prey.
Nope. God gives it to us in his word. He is always with us, and he will continue to fight those things, and we don't have to worry about it because Satan can't touch us. We are a child of God.
Exactly. So don't give him a place to land.
Stand firm.
Yes.
All right. Speaking of snakes and standing firm, I'm gonna go like wash my hands, because I literally am crawling right now with the thought of snakes and flying. So
Not the best.
you guys have a good week, and we'll catch you next time on another episode of
All Things.